Okay, this is part 4, the last part. On this part, it's more conceptual. I'm going to do some pictures and talk about some different pieces. It says draw me a graph that has an odd degree, so it's going to look something like that, that has solutions that are at -2. I'll put a dot, 2, put a dot, and 1, 2, 3, 4, I'll put a dot. So here's an odd one that looks like that. One thing I would do right now is I would challenge you on your paper, don't just draw what I have. See if you can draw one that looks different than this with those zeros. And when you hand it in, if I get that from you, that tells me that you did it, and I'll give you a bonus point. Let's try another one. Draw me a graph with a negative leading coefficient, so it's upside down in even degree. It's one of those, upside down, and zeros of -1 here, 1, 3, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I don't know, maybe something like this. And that fits the parameters. Again, this one has to be upside down, but maybe you can draw it differently. Let's see if you can draw something different than what I have that still fits those parameters. Next part, tell me what each arrow does. So this is Johnny T. Oh, it's pointing to the cubed. I'll put Johnny T graph so it looks something like this. And let's talk about what each one of the things does. This negative in front, that is an x-axis flip. 1/2 takes like a graph right there and it flattens it out, widens it out. So I think we'll put widens graph. 4. Inside the function is a left or right move. -4 is going to shift it right 4. And +3 is going to shift it up 3. So we could draw this graph without any graphing calculator. We would take a Johnny T graph, we would flip it upside down and make it wider, we would shift it over 4 and up 3, and we wouldn't even need a graphing calculator to do it. We understand where it shifts to. And the last one, tell me the end behavior. Negative, odd. Here's what a negative odd looks like. Something like that. So on my left side, as I go left, as x goes to -infinity, this is the left end behavior. Looks like my function's going up. F of x goes to infinity. And as x goes to the right, my right side behavior, as this graph travels and extends to the right, f of x goes to -infinity. It goes down.